Hello everyone, it's Retroaction. And welcome back to another Transformers Beast Wars review. This is Transmetal 2 Sonar, released by Kenner in 1999. And this is a Transmetal 2 basic class figure. There we go, I've got that thing attached. Interesting about this character is that apparently, according to the bio didn't really specify which gender this character was, but she has since become a female Transformer. So she's another female Maximal. Yeah, but she is a Maximal, and she is a bat, which is quite interesting. And obviously, she is a basic class Transmetals 2. Yeah, she's a Transmetal 2 basic class figure. And this wing, once again, there we go. It tends to come untabbed. There's not much going on in this mode. It looks pretty cool though, as you can see. And being a Transmetals 2, just like the original Transmetals, we do have the chrome paint, which has a tendency to flake off, as you can see. We've already got some silver showing through there. And now I did pick this up used last year, and it's quite fitting that I'm reviewing this figure, because recently I showed off some Transmetals 2. Recently I showed some Transmetals 2 boxed figures that I picked up, Ramulus and Cheetor. Well, Sonar here and Scarum were actually the first two Transmetals 2 I picked up last year, with a lot of Beast Wars figures I picked up from a local shop, a local shopping centre here. Only a small one, really. Not a big one, but you know, well, but yeah. So I did do a video on that. It was on one of my haul videos last year. Well, I picked up Sonar here, Scarum, Silverbolt, the Fusor Silverbolt, not the one for Magnaboss. Injector and Transcutor was thrown in for free as well, even though it was a bit broken. But I have transformed him and he's been okay. The antenna for the mosquito mode is broken, alongside the things that his arms tab into. Yep, so I picked all of them up, and I was preparing for this review last night and I was transforming this figure last night in preparation for this review, and I actually had to swap the legs round. And interestingly enough, I had to do the exact same thing on Injector. The legs have been put on the wrong way round. There's two figures on that lot which I've had to take the legs off and swap them around. The gold leg was on this side and the blue leg was on that side, so I had to take them off and put them around the right way. And for basic class, this figure's got quite a complex and confusing transformation. Mine did come with the instructions. As you can see, we've got the Beast Wars Bio-Combat Transformers there. This is the European instructions, the ones we got in the UK as well. It's quite interesting really, because I didn't notice this until I was reading about it on TF Wiki recently, is that for the Bio-Combat, the European packaging, they never moved the Transformers logo up like they did on the US and all the other packaging. They always kept it at the bottom. This time it should have read Transformers Beast Wars, but here it still reads Beast Wars Transformers. Maximal Sonar, so that's quite interesting. We've got Sonar there and the Maximal insignia. And these instructions weren't very helpful to start with yesterday, because I couldn't really understand what was going on here. It's quite a mess, really. It looks quite a mess. But they did come in handy in the end. So, yep. Yeah, so for basic class, this figure got quite an annoying transformation, to be honest. But being a Transmetals 2, the idea being that it is organic and techno-organic. So we have, as you can see, they're showing are some organic and techno-organic parts, and most of the all the Transmetals 2 are asymmetrical, as you can see. Some details on one side, on the other. So that is really cool. I love that. I love that whole aesthetic for the Transmetals 2. Transmetals 2s, yep. So as you can see here, we've got like the fur, and I think that's what you call it. And over here we got like a more organic claw there, and a more techno-organic claw there. I love that. That's fantastic. And then you see we've got like metal showing there, not so much on this side. I just love how we've got that going on all across the figure. It's got like it's like this nice metallic blue for most of the bat mode. We've got the chrome, we've got the red chrome, we've got the brown, and we've got gold, which thankfully isn't gold plastic, not the brittle gold plastic anyway. So that's actually a really cool colour scheme we've got going on here. It's a really cool bat mode. The only thing that really does anything though It's this blade weapon here, but that's more for the robot mode. It's got a fantastic looking head sculpt, beast head. The beast mode head looks pretty cool, and it does have a jaw that opens, so that's pretty neat. But you do see the robot mode face then. You do see the robot head. And now it does have its maximal spark crystal, which opens up like so. I love that feature. That was across all the Transmetals too. So that's pretty cool. You can see we've got the maximal signal on there. Let's see if I can. I think. Yeah, the light's kind of reflecting in it there. Let's take this off. You can see. There it is. You've got the maximal signal, so that's pretty cool. I love that. That's a great feature that was across all the Transmetals too. I love the spark crystal. It's one of my favourite parts about these figures. We attach this light. Hold on a second. There we go. So as you can see, it's kind of reflecting there on the maximum signal. So that's a bit annoying because it's like a silver chrome in the inside there. I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's a shame about the chrome paint though that Kenner used on these figures. And there's not much else to say about the Bat mode. Though interestingly, a lot of the Transmetals too have extra legs and extra limbs, and this one's no exception. You can see we've got extra limbs here, and these are actually the beast mode legs. Now, the instruction. Now, this is the way I see it. This is the way I see the beast mode most times. Most of the pictures I saw yesterday, while trying to figure out how to transform this thing. Instead of going off these instructions, I decided to go off reviews, and well, I went off the instructions, went off reviews, and went off pictures to try and figure this out. And that's how I figured out that the legs were round the wrong way. Interesting enough, the instructions do actually show that you can have it stand up in this mode. So what you do is you just bring the legs out like that. Oh, it's gone out of focus. My legs are quite loose. Well, that part is quite loose anyway. It's supposed to stand a bit better than that. Let's see if I can. There we go. Well, it's kind of just fell over, unfortunately. I didn't do that last time. This is actually my second time recording this. I messed up the transformation last time. Again, it was quite a bit of a pain to figure out. This guy actually stood up last time though, when I did this. Not quite know what's going on there. There we go. So, yeah, that's another way you can have it in beast mode. Right. It kind of works, but I'm just going to have it like that. And we've got the D10 continues underneath. That's really cool. And you've got like the more organic texturing there on what was going to be the robot chest. Right, so I don't think there's anything else to say about the beast mode. Other than that, it's pretty cool. 8 minutes in already, a bit unfortunate because I was hoping this would be a shorter video, being it's a basic class, but especially with this transformation, it probably won't be. Right, so talking about the Transformer, and again, it's quite a complex transformation. It's quite a frustrating transformation for a basic class, but fair play to whoever designed this figure for incorporating such a complicated transformation into a basic class toy. But it's still kind of annoying. Right, anyway, so transform it. What we're going to do, in fact, I'll show you instructions first, as you can see. It does say it, lift tail cover to reveal the spark crystal to show true allegiance. That's pretty cool. And there you go, it goes through the transformation. And there it is. And as the instructions show, the first thing you do is to split this part and fold these out. Fold these forward, so they're facing forward, because this is now going to be the robot, the front of the robot there. And now what we do is we've got to bring out these legs. Right, so this is the annoying part, for me anyway. The confusing part is trying to figure out what to do with these legs. Because this bit, as you can see, it's on like a, I don't know, like a hinge. not sure if that's the correct word for it, but as you can see, there's a slider, something on a slider at this part. So that's quite interesting. Again, very complicated very complex for a basic class figure, which is kind of cool and very annoying in some way. It's kind of both cool and annoying. Where is it? We do have the copyright there. It's just an interesting thing. There you go. It says 1998, so it was made the year before it came out, which is something they seem to do a lot with Transformers. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is got to bring up the legs. Actually, I think the legs need to. Right, so the instructions said something about rotating the legs around, which confused me at first, but I think I know why you need to do it, because it will help bring the legs out. I did this last time and it didn't go too well. Oh, I think I know what I've done wrong. I think the legs. Oh, let's make sure it's in focus. I think the legs need to be like that. Is that right? It does get a bit confusing. Ah, excellent. No? Maybe not. I don't think it is. Is it? There are a few clearance issues, or that could just be the fact that I've done it wrong. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work particularly well. As you see, the instructions are hard to follow because step 3 here just looks like an absolute mess. But as you can see, what's going on here is you have, so it's setting it down like that, and it's showing the legs coming out this way, with the feet pointing up, like so. So I now need to know if I've got the feet land the right way. So when they come out, they're facing the right way. They're facing the way it's shown in the instructions, and they are actually. Excuse me. Oh, excellent! We've done it. Got past that. That was the thing that it's the thing that gave me trouble in the last version of this video. So that's pretty good going. Yeah, this figure has given me a bit of a hard time. Especially last night when I tried to figure out how to transform. Ah, fantastic. Oh, wait. No. No, actually, no, I have done it. Oh, that's good. Right. And once you get these legs out, once you get these legs sorted, the rest of it just falls into place, as you can see. Now what we do is we bring up this chest piece. I don't need these instructions now, but you know, there they are anyway. It's always good to have them. I like them just because it's cool to have the instructions sometimes. It's always cool to have instructions. Anyway, so we finally got past that hurdle, which is the thing that's been annoying me with transforming this figure. This is my third time transforming it now in the last 2 days. So now what we do is we take the legs around at the knees. There's a lot of rotating the legs at the knees if I show you the instructions again. There you see. It says, where does it say? It says it here, rotate legs at knees, rotate legs at knees, and then it says it over here as well, rotate legs at knees. It's quite a popular thing with this figure. Yeah, there's a lot of rotating legs at knees, and it got a bit confusing for me last night, but now I understand why, because that's how you get the legs out. As you can see, we've now got the legs out, and you had to rotate the knees to get them out. And then you rotate the knees so they're facing the right way for the robot mode, so that makes sense now. It did make sense in the end, but at first I found it a bit confusing. Right, still got to bring this down though, because as you can see the legs on this like gold bar is absolutely crazy. But what we do now is we slide this part up, and we're practically there now. It's just the legs which get me. There we go. That needs to go up on this side. Thankfully it's not gold plastic. I'm not really sure where you hold this from because I don't really want to damage the chrome paint anymore. I don't want any more flaking off, but I say that, I'm touching it. Alright, and then what you do is you bring up this whole assembly, and this is going to be the front of the chair, the front of the waist, because we don't want that bit showing. Right, does that just, I think that just sits down there like that. And straighten up the feet, and there you have it. Right, then what you do is you take the beast head, and that goes all the way to the back into this cavity here. close that up, and that reveals the robot face. And just close this bit back up like it was before in beast mode. There we have it. And then with these extra arms, we can just bring them down like this. Again, Transformers 2 like having extra arms. And then finally, we unpeg the arms from the wings. It's got a cool face sculpt. And we bring these parts round. These parts move at the shoulders, you see, and they're like, it's got a hinge here. He's getting in the way though. I think do these go in a bit more? I don't think so. I think that's as far as they go. And then you get this blade weapon. You deploy it because otherwise it kind of gets in the way. So you just have to have it out like that now. And that's the weapon for this figure. And then do the same on the other side. And I don't think it closes up any further than that. It might do. Oh, something's got in the way. These wings are huge. It's got quite a lot. There's definitely got clearance issues with this when you have, depending on how you have these out. I don't know if this is. Yeah, that is as far as it's going to go. And there you have it. You bring the arms down, have them in a place where you're happy with them, and make sure they're not getting in the way of anything. And that is Sonar in robot mode. And well, there you have it. And it's a pretty cool robot mode. I quite like it. It's really cool. These extra arms are interesting. You can see got like claws on them. Got claws on them. Yeah, there's like claws coming at the end. It's pretty cool. Got some nice detailing there. And you can do a few things with these. I think they look best if you have them facing down like that. If you have them pointing down. If you have them down here, I mean, they don't really work up there. They're supposed to be down there as well. Like so. And I guess you can like grab onto people with that. And Predacons even. Yep. I quite like how the red chrome becomes his chest. And he's got like this cool bat wing. He's got these bat wings hanging off his shoulders. Just the bat wings which stay at the back there, which is pretty cool actually. It's got a cool look. And he's got a fantastic head sculpt. Quite menacing. And you've got like the bat ears, which form like his robot mode. Well, it's not. Yeah, he'll stick out of his robot head, which is pretty cool. And again, we've got like some fur showing and some robotic parts showing, so we've got that continuing aesthetic there, which is really neat. And the techno-organic and organic parts. As for the articulation for a basic class, it's not too bad, as you can see. We've got one joint here at the arms. This thing does get in the way, this gigantic blade weapon, which is going to cause some damage. So that's pretty cool, at least he's got that going for him. The arms are a bit hindered though by the wings at the back here. They only go so far back. They don't look too good from that position, but they don't look too good from there, as you can see. Got like the waffling going on. Some nice detailing on them though. Oh, I've just taken off the light. That's not very good, is it? That caused a bit of a... I've had to position it on there lightly because it... Slightly, because otherwise it, I can see it gets in the way. You see it's obscuring the view. Anyway, so that's that. Yep, so that is Sonar robot mode. So the articulation of the arms again. Well, let's start the head to head. Yeah, the head not hindered at all. There's a full 360 on that head. So that sounds very good. It's a bit tight on mine. And see, yeah, the head can look full 360, so that's pretty cool. The arms are hindered by the wings at the back here. They only go back so far, but they do go forward quite far, so that's pretty cool. They look very good though, from this angle anyway. But, you know, quite menacing arms with these giant blades coming out the back. Pretty cool. Again, the head sculpt looks really menacing. Got these extra arms here, which can come out to the side, and they bend at the claws. Got that joint before the claws anyway. I guess these are like extra hands, so like an elbow joint maybe. As for the legs, the hips, don't do it. There's no hip articulation, but we do have articulation at the top of the knee, at the thigh. Well, I mean, there's no waist articulation, but we do have articulation at the top of the leg and at the bend of the knee, and we do have articulation at the ankles. So overall, pretty articulate, pretty good articulation on this figure. It's quite interesting. It's quite monstrous looking with the, you know, the different coloured legs and these giant wings hanging off his back. And his very menacing appearance. It's got a very menacing appearance again with his face, and that looks fantastic. It's got like these jaws and everything, these jagged teeth. It's quite a menacing look for Maximal. So that's pretty cool. Yep, yeah. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. I quite like it. And I really like the detailing. It's got detailing all over the place. Again, the Transformers 2's got really great detailing with all, you know, techno-organic and organic thing going on. As you can see, we've got like organic parts on this leg, and it's more robotic on this leg. It's just fantastic. You've got that going on throughout the whole figure. And overall, I think I'm going to leave this review there, because it's gone on way too long. Thanks to that transformation being a bit more difficult than I hoped. But we got through it in the end, and definitely recommend picking this figure up. He stands up quite well. He's a bit loose at the hips on my one. And he just looks really menacing, which is pretty unique for Maximal. I think there's like Bone Crusher, and there's a few other ones that look like they should be Predacons, but they're actually Maximals, or would work as Predacons. This guy might work as a Predacon. I think he might have been repainted as a Predacon, I'm not sure. And I think you can still see the Maximal Spark Crystal in there on his chest, so that looks pretty cool. Actually looks better when you do it in this mode. I think it works better like that. And on from the back, it looks quite tidy, it's not too bad. And again, we've got like more paint application at the top there, which is on the other side. And then we've got like more robotic parts showing here and more organic parts showing there. Overall, it's just a fantastic look for this figure, and I love that. The more robotic claw there, that looks quite menacing. A bit of a shame about inside the arms though, but it's not too bad if you have them facing from the front there. And overall, it's a really cool basic class figure. One of my favourites, one of my favourite Transmetal 2 figures, and that is Transmetal 2 Sonar. A great basic class figure, pretty cool. Quite an interesting transformation as well. That's definitely makes him unique among the other Transmetals 2 and basic class figures. His transformation definitely makes him stand apart, and his look as well. Mine's a bit loose at the arm there, unfortunately, on the ball joint, but other than that, it's a great figure, and I definitely recommend picking it up. And that is Transformers Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Sonar. A great basic class figure, and looks fantastic. Alright, this has been Retro Action. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more Transformers reviews soon. Probably continue with the Micromaster theme, because I'm definitely not finished with that yet. Is he standing up properly? I don't think he is. Let's see if I can stand him up properly. This review has gone on a bit too long. There we go. And he's got this giant blade weapon. The only downside really is that it's a bit floppy, but it looks pretty cool if you have it extended out all the way. Like that. That does look pretty neat. He's got a great weapon, that's for sure. And a great looking robot mode. Great both modes for that matter. Right, that's a bit of Retro Action. It's just a bit of a problem to stand up there, but that's the thing you get with these figures when they start adding all the ball joints and everything. It does take a while to get them to stand properly. That's what's so good about G1, and the fact that they don't really have problems standing up most of the time. But you know, all these super articulate figures, when they start adding more posability, they became harder to stand, which is a bit of a shame. But you do get to do more with them in that same regard. Anyway, right, Spirit Attraction, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.